there. My name is Lori Ohal. I am an expert in elder law and estate planning, and I've been practicing elder law and estate planning for over 21 years now. Today, I wanted to talk to you about 5 things that are frequently forgotten in estate planning documents. A lot of people, especially with, last year with COVID, a lot of people keep cash in their homes. So it's important to make sure that if you've got money hidden in your house, that the kids know, hey, if something happens to me, don't throw away all my suits because there might be cash stuffed in there. Tell them to make sure they look through stuff if you don't want to let them know where the cash is hidden. Also, making sure that your bank accounts actually have beneficiaries on them is a smart thing to do. Banks do not tell you that you can put a beneficiary on the account. So a lot of times when you set up an account, in most cases, any account that I've ever set up at a bank, they've never asked me, do you want to put a beneficiary on the account? How about let's start with that. I've never had a bank offer to do that. I have had to ask them specifically, can I make this account? In Florida, we call it payable on death. In other states, they might call it transfer on death. But can I make this account payable on death or have a beneficiary? So if something happens to me, my kids can just walk into the bank with my death certificate and they'll be able to have access to the account. Looking out for cash and beneficiaries on bank accounts, that's the first thing that a lot of times people overlook. The second thing is collections. If you have a substantial collection of, artwork, of Hummels, of Lladros, of, something in your house that you've collected over the years, it's a good idea, first of all, to have appraisals on those things if they are worth money. Make sure you've got insurance. They're insured if they're worth a lot of money. Have appraisals on them so that when you pass away, the kids will know the value of those items. In Florida, you can leave a separate writing with your last will and testament that says who you want personal items to go to. So if you want specific people to have those collections, you can specifically handwrite that in Florida. Please keep in mind that the advice that I'm giving is Florida specific. If you are in another state, you need to check with an attorney in that other state. Along with collections, because some things you might collect, but they may not have a lot of monetary value, but they might have sentimental value. And so it's really important, again, to list those things in your separate writing that goes along with your will. And that can be in Florida, that can be signed and dated. You don't have to have it witnessed or notarized. It just needs to be signed and dated and kept with your will. And it's important to have conversations with the kids. What do you want when I die? Do you like this table? Do you like this lamp? Because some kids, some family members may have an attachment to something, and you would be amazed at the things people fight over once you're gone. Have it in writing or have the conversation with your family members so that everybody's clear on who's getting what when it comes to the sentimental things. The next thing that a lot of people forget is pet arrangements. More and more people, especially elderly, have pets to keep them company because they may not have family members around. So having pets around, helps with lots of things. Helps with staying, keeping from getting depressed. Helps give you company and a companion. How is that animal going to be cared for after you're gone? Do you want to leave money to somebody to take care of that animal after you're gone? Those are things that need to be in your estate planning documents. If you're leaving money to somebody, a bequest along with the animal and asking them to take care, you need to make sure that that information is specifically stated in a last will and testament. Otherwise, your wishes may not be honored. Because if it's not in a last will and testament, or stated in your trust, the family can do whatever they want with the animal after you're gone. And they don't have to give money to anybody to help take care of the pet. Then finally, the last thing that people forget about with regards to their estate planning is to make sure that they have contingent or alternate beneficiaries. It's important to name beneficiaries on things that allow for that, like life insurance, your retirement accounts, your bank accounts. You can name beneficiaries. You want to make sure, though, especially for life insurance and retirement accounts, that you have alternate beneficiaries listed. Because what if your spouse is the beneficiary of everything and the two of you are in a horrible car accident? We want a contingent beneficiary listed so it goes to the next person in line. So that's real important to name alternate beneficiaries. It's also important to name alternate backups in your document, in your power of attorney, in your healthcare surrogate. Because again, if you've got somebody listed to make decisions for you, but they pass away or something happens to the both of you together, and they can no longer do it, then you need to have a backup named who's going to make those decisions. So really, having assets that are big or small accounted for in your plan is the key to preventing families from fighting and stress and confusion after you're gone. And working with an estate planning or elder law attorney to accomplish your goals, can certainly be helpful. So if you have any questions and you're a Florida resident, please feel free to give us a call at 813-438-8503. And also, if you like these videos, I would love it if you would subscribe, hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you can get notified when more videos come out. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.